Yeah, I was very fortunate. Billy Boykin, our past men's coach, is one of my best friends. He's like a brother to me. He was the best man at my wedding recently. So I was very fortunate. Both him and Coach Gorman on the women's side kept me in the loop and gave me a lot of responsibility. And obviously they were the ones in charge, but we ran it as a team. So I didn't feel like transition-wise. I knew obviously there are many new things. I'm not naive to that fact, but I wasn't going into anything blindly, and I really am very thankful for both of them. And also, you know, the guys make it very easy. They're a really, really nice group of guys who work hard, who like tennis, who like to practice, and are coachable. So that makes it easy. There's a few meetings and things I have to get to that I'm not used to. So hopefully I'm on time for those things all the time. But other than that, it's been good. I mean, I do the best I can. I'm surrounded by a lot of great people. So the transition's been with the administration and everyone. The transition's been, and obviously you guys in Sports Info, very smooth. Yeah. I don't want to say I'm used to it, but a couple of years ago, we did the same kind of thing. I think we had six new guys, so we ramped it up a little bit this year. Got a couple. I got one more on that. But every player is different. Tennis is such a unique game because it's an individual sport coming into a team sport, and they all have their different coaches back home who have different philosophies and personalities. And so, the only real way, I don't have all the answers. The only way I've found to really get to know them is to spend time with them and put the time in. And I really care about these guys. These guys are like my little brothers and like sons. And so, they've really transitioned seamlessly. I think a lot of the credit goes to the guys who are here. We have some seniors, but we also have some sophomores and some juniors who have done an unbelievable job kind of welcoming this new crop of players in, not just tennis-wise, but more importantly as people. Sorry.
You're fine.
I need to start over after that thing went mine? Okay.
We can cut
Okay.
make the edit.
In addition with that, the young guys, they were excited. They knew what they were coming into, and they're really close, and having a new group of guys, sometimes it makes it easy because they get to do all these things together. There's firsts for everything, whether it's going to the dining hall for the first time or, maybe oversleeping and running to practice almost late the first time. In addition to all the great things for the first time. And so, we just try and welcome with open arms, and I always tell them, the only things you can really control is your attitude, your effort, and just do your best and be a good person. And so you can't really ask much more of anyone else. And if those guys have been doing it since day one, so they've made the transition, I think, pretty easily into college. Yeah, I mean, Jordi, Massalle, Ferrer, and Vikram Hundal are two people that I've been coaching for a while now, and I hope to coach for a long time after this. And you don't know if you'll ever see players like them ever. And if you get them, you feel very lucky. Jordi, his record goes without saying. I mean, he's on pace to break every record probably you could ever break here. And that's not only a tribute to just his overall tennis level, but it's a tribute to his hard work, his being a great teammate and all those things. He does everything for everyone. And Vikram Hundal transferred here. We recruited him out of high school. And we just, once, he went to Georgia Tech and he decided to maybe transfer in, and we got back on him. So we feel lucky. He circled back around, and he's great. I mean, he's been, just such a great leader for us. I mean, we wouldn't have, our year last year, which is, I think, maybe one of the best in program history, it wouldn't have been that way without him. And so these two guys, they had a great fall to qualify for the main draw of the All-Americans, which is one of the top 2 or 3 biggest tournaments in the fall, is something not many people can do. And they went the hard way. They went through 4 rounds of qualifying rather than 3 for some other teams had to do. And then making the semifinals of our regional basically the next week after being in Tulsa for 10 days. And our Carolina region is one of the toughest, really in the country. And so they've had, in addition to their great singles results, I think, they're great leaders and great people, but I think also for both of them, we talk about a team sport, and that's the most important thing, is to win matches as a team. But also individually, I think these guys, look, they go out there, they can win every match they play. They're going to do their best, and I think, individually, they have an opportunity to do great things in singles. We're hoping to maybe get them in the NCAAs in doubles, hopefully, and they deserve it. The rest of it is out of our control a little bit, and I think they can lead this team to kind of where we want to go and our goals, which is, the NCAA tournament. And we play in a tough conference, but we have some goals that we think are really tangible. Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to make any predictions because I can't predict the future. I can't even predict, I can't predict what's going to happen today. I know we're going to work hard. I know we're going to be competitive. I know we like to practice, and I know we're good guys and we care. Day in and day out, our schedule, starting with Campbell, who we had a battle with last year. Every year we play them. Every team we play is tough, and our conference, is one of the best in the country. I mean, we have teams that are in and out of the national rankings. We have teams that beat SEC teams. We have teams that compete with anyone in the country, and we have 8 of them. And I think all of us on a given day could play against each other, and we saw that last year. Every team was good, and it's the same this year. So I believe in this team. I think our goal every year is to make the NCAA tournament. We understand that it's not just a goal. You have to do the things to get to that goal. So I can't predict the future. Definitely not making any predictions, but I believe in this team. I believe in our ability, and I believe in the guys, and I think we have some goals we set out as a group, and I really, really, from my heart, believe that we can reach them.
So yeah, as you say, this year we have 7 new guys, 6 freshmen, and 1 junior transfer. It's fun. I mean, it's a lot of new people, new experiences. They come from all over. There's 4 Americans, 2 Spanish guys, and 1 British guy. So it gives us a lot of new views, a lot of new experiences, new ways of doing practices, of playing. So that's a plus, obviously. At the same time, we've lost a lot of these things, a lot of experience, in my opinion. Last year there were 6 seniors, so that was tough to lose all of them at once. But we have a lot of motivation. All these new guys, they are really excited for the new season, and I think it's going to be a good one. So we are 2 seniors, so in some way it's easier to be like a leader when there's another guy that in some way is doing the same thing as you do. But just being who I am, I feel like we've been here for 3 years, so that gives us that extra experience that the new guys don't have. So obviously just try to teach them same things that I've been through. They're doing the same kind of, like, if you want to say, mistakes, or the same errors that I once did. So in some way I can teach them, hey guys, you have to do this stuff in order to just overcome these these things that they might be doing wrong. So just try to teach them what I've done and what they can do to be better. I really don't want to put pressure on myself. I know I'm pretty close to beating those records, but I really don't think about it. I just want to do good as a team. I want to try to learn even more, and if the records come, that's something that's going to be, obviously, I'll be really happy about it, but it's nothing I have in my head every single time I go on the court. Oh, come on, I have to win today. So I really don't think about it. I just focus on the team, try to win every single time, and if they come and I get the record, great, but that's it. Definitely. I mean, we've seen the guys play during the fall semester. I think they have a lot of potential. Obviously, with 2 seniors and telling them what to do, and I really think we could do good in conference, win it, and go to NCAAs. That's what our expectations are, and I'm really hoping we do so.
Well, like Jordi said, we got essentially a whole new team. Jordi and I are the only starters who are returning. 6 freshmen and a transfer. So it's definitely a brand new team, but everyone's done a good job of, I guess, finding their roles and fitting in. Yeah, I'm just excited to start the season and see who steps up to the plate. Yeah. For me individually, I think it's the same as every season: win conference, go to NCAAs. This year's a little different in the fact that Jordi and I had a great fall last year in doubles, and so we kind of set ourselves up to play doubles NCAAs as well, and we have a shot at earning the All-American title. I believe so. The only thing I might be a little worried about is the lack of collegiate experience, but like I said, a lot of the guys are stepping up. They're working hard. They have a lot of fire, and they have a lot to prove. So I think this is a team who could make a run at conference and take us to the NCAA tournament.